Alan Wake 2's platinum was too easy. I'm serious, it was the easiest platinum I have ever obtained, but this was the hardest video I have ever made. Today I'm going to detail how I got the platinum trophy for Alan Wake 2, but at the same time I'm going to detail the lore of the game and how it interconnects to more than just itself. Alan Wake 2 is a 2023 horror mystery action created by a video game company based in Finland, Remedy Entertainment. We play as Saga Anderson as she arrives to Bright Falls to investigate a string of murders. But what starts as a simple case quickly becomes a reality-bending mystery involving another character, Alan Wake. To help anyone confused with the story, trust me, you will be confused. I'll be breaking this video down into multiple chapters, with additional recaps and lore dumps sprinkled throughout. After Alan Wake 2 was nominated for Game of the Year, I thought to myself, hey, let's play this when it goes on special, or if it wins any crazy awards. Until one day, while doom scrolling, I found this video.
My hot take for this week.
Oh, wow.
I do believe that Alan Wake 2 is the greatest horror game of all time.
When you say it's the greatest horror game, not that it's scarier, right?
I don't mean that it is scarier. I mean that it is a better all-over experience than something like Silent Hill 2, than Resident Evil 4, than any other horror experience I've ever had. That game, to me, is the definition of art. Unbelievable story, unbelievable gameplay, all that goodness. I think that it is the greatest horror game of all time. I think that it needs to be put in the likes of Silent Hill 2, RE4, Dead Space, all those great games. That's my hot take for this week.
Thanks to Co-op64 and their video, I decided to purchase Alan Wake 2 full price and play it that day. In all honesty, Nick's hot take wasn't that bad. Alan Wake 2 is truly a fantastic experience as a creepy, story-driven horror. Now, I have already played Alan Wake 2, but because of that, I had already obtained a majority of the trophies. There were over 36 story-based trophies.
How many are there?
36. Counted them myself.
All compulsory, unmissable. The journey to the platinum will be split up into 3 stages. First, I'll play through the entire main story, breaking down Alan Wake 2's narrative, lore, hidden details, and a few of my own theories along the way. Next, we'll tackle both the DLCs, Night Springs and the Lake House. Finally, we'll clean up the remaining trophies to unlock the platinum. The game isn't palm sweating and nerve-wracking like a Alien Isolation, or as action-packed like a Resident Evil. For me, it's the world, the storytelling, and most importantly, the lore. On to chapter 1 of my platinum hunt of Alan Wake 2. Chapter 1 Invitation begins with our leads, Saga Anderson and Alex Casey. Upon arriving, Saga becomes the FBI agent to lead this case. She's had a recent history of solving the unsolvable crimes. Her partner, Alex Casey, states this as they arrive at Cauldron Lake, the murder site.
Crack cases that had the rest of us baffled.
Yeah.
I don't want to slow you down.
I wonder why. Now, this is actually really important. Saga has one advantage. The mind place. Saga's secret weapon is her ability to use her mind in some physical space, but for the gameplay, it serves as our main upgrade, collectible, and research location. This will just be one of the many lore-dumping information that I'll incorporate throughout this entire video. We locate the murdered body of Nightingale and begin our investigation. Using the mind place, we can place cards and strings like a real agent on the caseboard wall to further detail the mystery as we gather clues. It's here where Saga's ability goes from 0 to 100. This is called profiling. Saga is able to, in simple terms, read the minds of people or entities she questions, only seeing the truth.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence.
With this ability, she's able to question Nightingale while he's still dead, where he came from. Just don't even, you know what, just don't ask a question, just roll the... With Saga's skills, she's able to get a hint that the body originated from the lake. This leads him to a dead end, only to find a manuscript of a novel. The page Saga finds details every step that they have taken, from arriving to Cauldron Lake, investigating the body, and then finding the page. Amidst their confusion, Saga has the body transported back to Bright Falls for further investigation. Arriving at the main town of the game, we meet up with Lamplighter from the hit TV show The Boys, then read the minds of 2 witnesses of the murder.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Just casually like, oh yeah, I could read your mind. Somehow they don't even question how Saga knew they had an item, but anyway, continue on. Then we meet Rose, a somewhat important side character to this whole story. She details that Saga's daughter Logan drowned years ago. Saga is confused. She just spoke to Logan on the phone about an hour ago. All is well. Rose is confused as much as Saga, but they both shrug it off and move on. However, this is a big plot point later on. We'll get to it later. At the sheriff's office, we investigate Nightingale's body, locating another manuscript page inside the chest of Nightingale. At least use some gloves while you're doing that. Tim Breaker, the sheriff, almost gives Saga another page until he vanishes.
No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Ow.
I'll make you pay.
That's fucking terrifying. Trying to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
Vanished.
Holy. Chapter 2 is when Saga realizes this investigation is more than just your simple murder cult mystery. Thanks to the manuscript page found inside of Nightingale's chest, it informs Saga to return to Cauldron Lake. Diving headfirst into the horror genre, we defeat enemies called Taken, Jesus. And then we learn of a new story plot, the overlap. Soon you will see in the video, we switch between two worlds. Reality, where Saga's story takes place, and the dark place. The name The Overlap is exactly what it means. An overlap of two worlds where reality and the dark place temporarily merge. That's cool. Reaching the dark place or reaching the overlap isn't straightforward. You need an object of power, like a vinyl, a heart, or a mask, to open a doorway into the overlap. Each one ends with a boss fight that drives the story forward. Saga's goal now is to find a way to open the overlap in Cauldron Lake and stop Nightingale. Using her mind place, she learns that using Nightingale's heart is the key. The heart then conveniently appears in a random freezer, and Saga can then step into the overlap.
Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Moments later.
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
I know, you're probably asking, how did the heart appear randomly like that? Trust me, if you keep watching and subscribe, everything will be answered very shortly. I knew I had to go up in numbers, so I was just like, fuck it, instead of thinking too hard, let's put numbers in.
I brought you the heart, witch.
Show me the terror. The Nightingale boss battle is a little odd. Like most of the boss battles in this game, you can kind of tell the combat was a secondary effort for the developers. Look, trust me, I still love what they've done here. You can kind of tell that the boss battle aspect wasn't their main priority at Remedy Entertainment, but still, I love it. Where are ya? Hey, I dodged that. Damn. All right. Anyway, we defeat Nightingale, then have this very brief, odd, broken conversation with the other character, who is Alan Wake. Once this is all over, Saga then returns to reality, but then finds Alan Wake washed up at the shoreline of the lake.
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
Damn.
13.
End of chapter. Woohoo! How he got there, why he has a page called Return, and how this is the end of the beginning will all be answered shortly. I know. I keep saying that. There's so much to this story. I've got to just push it out because I don't want to spoil everything. If you haven't played this game before and this is your first time experiencing it, I'm doing my best to detail the story. It's fucking mental. Remember when I said this was a platinum hunt? Then where are the trophies? As I mentioned earlier, I've already played Alan Wake 2, meaning I've already obtained all these compulsory story-based trophies. I would have collected probably 10 already. Every small moment in the story of Alan Wake 2 gives you a trophy. Kind of makes it easier and simplifies this whole video just to skip past those story trophies because they're always going to be popping anyway. If you notice, the water level had dropped after the Nightingale fight, allowing us to further investigate the surrounding region previously inaccessible. Now, this is where we're introduced to the collectibles. Like many trophy hunts, obtaining all of these gives us a trophy. These collectibles include Alex Casey lunchboxes. These provide us fragments that go towards upgrading our weapons. Cult stashes. These require us to solve simple puzzles or find a key to unlock the stash, providing us additional resources. Finally, we have nursery rhymes. Created by the FPC from the video game Control, they test the power of the region changing by creating nursery rhymes in the surrounding area to see how it affects reality. The rhymes are in a standby state. By placing dolls on the respective rhyme symbols, reality is adjusted, and it provides us with a charm. Charms grant us additional combat benefits, like an instant revive or extra health. In the experiment, we will create nursery rhyme text with a specific function, and then use the depicted dolls and symbols as needed. It's the FBC creating these nursery rhymes. I thought this was just some random fucking thing that the Dark Presence is doing, but it's the FBC testing out the use of fiction and art to create and change reality. Back at Saga and Casey's base in the back room of the motel in Bright Falls, they interrogate Alan about the pages, the possible murders, and the supernatural things that happen. Alan is in distress and seemingly unwell, but can piece together small portions of his story. After enough clawing from the two of them, finds a moment of clarity, and then we switch perspectives. Yes, Alan Wake 2 has a dual protagonist setup. We play as Alan in the Dark Place and Saga in reality, each with their own unique goals, stories, weapons, and abilities. Alan's side of the story is far more complex and detailed than Saga's, so I'm going to try my best to keep things simple. Otherwise, the video will look like this. I know, this is an actual timeline of Alan Wake 2. It's absolutely wild. Credit to the Reddit user who created this because this is mental. Anyway, Alan's story in the Dark Place happens within a small portion of New York. Always beginning during a late night show, the host Mr. Door is a unique individual who controls a lot of what happens within the Dark Place. He speaks with Alan as if he's always been here, when Alan has no memory of anything.
We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over.
Eventually, the lie breaks down, allowing Alan to maneuver around the show's location.
Uh-oh. There was something in the studio with me. I had to get out.
This is the ritual to lead you all.
It's the
Waking
room.
up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced.
So I'm
About
guessing this is
riding
the
here for countless
Alan
days.
Wake that's kind of on top of everything. And then every story he writes kind of creates this layer. Alan awakes in an attic with a writing board and a typewriter. This is Alan's version of the Mind Place and technically the real Alan Wake. Stay with me here. The Alan Wake we control in the talk show and further is not the real Alan Wake. The Alan Wake writing is the real one. What Alan does is project himself onto the page while he writes. This is us, the player playing as Alan. If we die in the game, all the real Alan Wake does is scrap that page and rewrites a new one. Whatever Alan writes can also adjust the Dark Place, but he's running out of time. See, the Dark Place is accompanied by this entity called the Dark Presence. It feeds off Alan's skill as a writer and other forms of art. The Dark Presence uses another entity as Alan's antagonist, Scratch. We heard this earlier when Alan washed up on the shore when Saga first found him.
He got out with my face. Scratch.
The goal of the Dark Presence is to escape the Dark Place and take over reality. Alan's goal is to escape the Dark Place as well, but trying his best to stop the Dark Presence from doing so too. But how can Alan escape? Well, he has to write a story that involves him escaping the Dark Place, but within the confines of those rules. Those rules being genre and lore. The genre, if you haven't guessed already, has to be a horror. So the overall idea of the story has to be thematically dark and unsettling, while the lore of the story must adhere to the surroundings. Alan can't simply write a giant fictional weapon and use that to defeat the Dark Presence. It's too easy. There's no stakes, there's no consequences. All stories require that.
The lamp felt significant. A tool for bringing light to the darkness. Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed. Like something in a dream. Opening a way forward. The glow in the lamp went
Voila.
out.
Such a cool game design. It's so good. Moving forward, Alan finally leaves the night show to a telephone booth ringing for him. Here in the Dark Place, a lot of things that seem coincidental are most likely for Alan. Thanks to this unknown voice, we are able to make our way down to a subway station and begin our dive into Alan's story. Remember when I said he has to write himself into a horror story to escape? Well, a fantastic game mechanic is the ability to change the environment. Better call. See what happens here.
I was making my way deeper into the story.
Alan's goal here is to find echoes of inspiration. These echoes are used to adjust the environment and further progress the story.
Another echo lingered here, a source of inspiration.
Help me, ma'am. Word is your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know?
These inspirations do include Alex Casey as an actual detective in New York City investigating a cult. If I detail why there's an Alex Casey in the Dark Place as well as reality, this video is going to go for 3 hours. All I will say is that the Alex Casey you see here in the Dark Place is different to the one with Saga in reality, with the story having to be within the horror genre. As Alan goes deeper, the darker the inspiration becomes. The climax of this one is Alan riding a cult burning people inside a train, allowing Alan to progress further.
A sick and twisted story. But it worked.
Lovely.
I could get through it now. None of this was real. It wasn't real.
Jesus. With that, we find our final echo, get chased by the Dark Presence, and escape to find Nightingale. At the end of each of Alan's stories, it ties into Saga's side of the story as well. The heart we found in the freezer as Saga was all thanks to Alan, locating it within the Dark Place. Here is when we as the player and Alan understand it's a parallel yet disjointed journey.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place, under Cauldron Lake.
Each of Alan's segments end at a new location, briefly appearing, called Parliament Tower. This was the location Alan and his partner Alice stayed at when they were living together years ago. Parliament Tower is a manifestation of Alan's memories and his desire to return home. Alice used this location to showcase her art, photography, to study the dark place and Scratch. Fun fact, when I was playing Control, I was looking through documents in the DLC. Control came out 2019, I think Alan Wake 2 came out 2023, so 4 years later. In the documents, it stated that the FBC told Alice to set this up, try and take photos of either of Alan or of the Dark Presence or something. The FBC are telling Alice to do this in a game that doesn't come out till 4 years later. The whole story of Alan Wake 2 is being created in the last 6, 7, even 8 years, which is just mind-blowing. The fact that they've prepared this story to have this layout here already and then to apply it into just some random document in the corner of a room in Control for a game that came out 4 years earlier is just mind-blowing. While these chapters are brief and short, they are pivotal to Alan's desire to return home. We're back.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room.
Rippy, fucking hell. I love the live action stuff they do. If you guys enjoy what you're seeing here, go check out Remark VODs. All my playthroughs and live streams and everything recorded of my gameplay of Alan Wake 2 are all on there. Subscribe, feel free to watch, or just have in the background. Now that we've returned to reality, let's recap. Look, actually, I think you've heard enough of me recapping a lot of this stuff. Here is Saga and Alan recapping everything we've experienced so far.
Let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable.
Yeah, both.
He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During DEERFEST, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true.
Now for some new lore. Alan details he requires a piece of the lamp we used in the Dark Place. Called the clicker, it's used as an amplifier to reality. Anyone with the ability to adjust reality can use the clicker to make that permanent. The Dark Presence wants to take over reality, so that's why he wants the clicker. However, Alan can use the clicker to defeat the Dark Presence. The question is, where is the clicker? Saga then heads to a small town called Watery, her main lead towards a mysterious group called the Cult of the Tree. They are seemingly the ones behind a lot of these killings and supernatural events within Bright Falls, and thanks to Alan, we learn they have the clicker. Watery is a small town on the outskirts of Bright Falls, as we meet up with Ilmo and Jacko? These two residents own a fair called Coffee World. I cannot underestimate how much they love their coffee in this game. We discover the story written by Alan is beginning to change their perspectives on reality as well.
Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening.
Revealing Saga was once from Watery and owns a trailer, which was our next lead. This segment of the game requires us to make our way through Coffee World, locate our trailer keys, and investigate our once owned trailer. This brings us to Tor and Odin. Here they are.
must not drink the water or take a bath ever again. Moonshine. Only drink the moonshine, brother.
Don't look like cultists.
Tor is actually Saga's grandfather, and Odin is Saga's great uncle. They were once a part of a band called the Old Gods of Asgard and play a huge part in the story to come. We understand that the story is affecting them too, as they detail how they're all a family, but Saga has no idea who they are. However, she does understand that her mother never talked about her extended family, so from Saga's perspective, they're just old drunks. But later on, we do learn they are truly family. Anyway, inside the trailer, to Saga's horror, Logan did die by drowning as confirmed by a newspaper article. This sends her into a spiral and tries to call Logan with no luck. Then we return to what we were after, the clicker.
Call me back as soon.
Here we go.
Mulligan? Fuck. Hey! Stay where you are.
Mulligan, who's Mulligan again? At the beginning of the game, there were two police officers, Mulligan and Thornton. We learned they were a part of the Cult of the Tree, but have now become taken. Following them to a creepy warehouse near Coffee World, we discover that the Cult of the Tree, to Saga's surprise, is not very organized.
The cult isn't well organized. People aren't following orders.
This leads us into a hidden underground chapel, almost obtaining the clicker.
Hey! Freeze!
Jesus. What in the Hereditary?
That's the clicker.
It's never that simple.
They're playing with me. I was so close.
Now we are tasked to locate them in another overlap. This time, an entertainment float is our key into the overlap. Obtaining the items around the Coffee World area from a creepy recording, a knife, and a power supply, we attach them to the float to build this creepy yet totally child-friendly float. With the last piece of this puzzle being the mask, which appears thanks to our ability of profiling and possibly Alan in the dark place. This brings us to the best boss battle in the game.
Let's get the clicker from these assholes.
Here we go. You know what this calls for? Darkness. Let's go to the well, I think.
Logan! The story is trying to take Logan. I can still stop this.
Saga takes on Thornton and Mulligan in a 2v1 battle. This battle requires us to remove darkness surrounding the area first, to then defeat them, otherwise they keep respawning. Oh my... Nothing, no heals. Bloody hell. That took a little while to figure out, but we got there. With them defeated, Saga obtains the clicker and speaks with Wake once again, this time furious with him that Logan was written into the story. During Saga's time in Watery, we return to Bright Falls with Casey continuing to interrogate Wake. Wake's headaches intensify as the Cult of the Tree moves in to kill Alan. In the heat of the moment, Casey has to move forward to face the cult head on, but Alan is aware that the Dark Presence is getting closer to their position. Then, Alan awakes. Blood and bodies everywhere in the room. Completely unaware of what happened to him, we're forced to grab a weapon and find Casey.
Casey, I'm coming!
Here we go.
Casey!
God damn. Alright, Saga's arrived.
FBI, drop the knife! Ilmo?
Oh, it's Ilmo.
I don't understand.
Now, what happens next is probably my favorite aspect of this game.
Anderson, Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control.
Yep.
Take it from here.
Meet Kieran Estevez from the Federal Bureau of Control, an agent of the FBC who has come to capture Wake, detain him, and take over the investigation from Saga and the FBI. The FBC's job is to detain, control, and research para-utilitarian entities from other worlds, like the Dark Presence from the Dark Place, or Alan Wake who can change reality. All of this is a part of a larger world the developers, Remedy Entertainment, have built. The extended universe ties between two of their games, Control and Alan Wake. This is why I love these games, as it builds so many more facts, questions, and rules into the story, creating this rich lore. The FBC take Alan away and order Saga to drop the case and go home. However, Casey has now gone missing, likely taken by the Dark Presence. Saga uses this as fuel to find her partner while diving deeper to discover the secrets of the clicker. After experiencing the late night show multiple times, both Alan and us, the player, understand how this format works. Wake up, escape the night show, traverse New York, then find Alice at Parliament Tower. Simple, right? It's here where the story completely shifts into a horrific, psychological nightmare.
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made up fury. And mama gave
Oh, this is just so good.
Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
Yep, this whole sequence is a musical. Mr. Door changes things up by introducing Alan into a musical stage to confuse him. We traverse the musical sequence with everything we have learned so far, using light to change the environment, writing the story to change the surroundings, and taking out many enemies. Far out. After absolute peak, we return to the New York streets to dive into our next draft of initiation, this time in a hotel. Okay.
You're the one who's been calling me.
Indeed. I'm Tom Zane. Welcome to the House of Zane.
The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the hell?
Or maybe you look like me, you handsome devil.
Look, like everything else, I won't go into too much detail about Thomas Zane. What I will detail is that the Thomas Zane you see here is the Dark Place's way of playing and manipulating with Alan, making another person look like Alan while being stuck in the Dark Place as well.
Hello?
Oh! Wait, I didn't know this.
They're all yours. If anyone asks, you were never here.
I don't remember that. That was Jesse and Darling. To keep things simple, Alan needs to uncover echoes surrounding a real murder cult that infiltrated a play about a fake murder cult starring the devil himself. Yeah, dark stuff. We dive into the story until we get to the point of performing the ritual. I did have some hard time escaping this. God damn it. How do you dodge that? Missed. Oh, I need to reload. Oh, I see. Go through here. Silly me. Oh. I guess not. Nope. Container there. I don't know where I'm going exactly. Ah! Oh, go! No, don't do this to me. Come on.
My eyes couldn't follow.
Inside. Fucking hell. Nightmare. Literally and figuratively. This brings us to the cult sacrifice, a drowned lady in a bathtub, which actually leads Saga's story forward, even though Alan doesn't fully realize it yet.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body. Somehow it was important. Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Are I still trapped? Yeah, the clicker. We can feel it.
You know about the clicker.
Back at Parliament Tower, Alan learns that Alice is still being stalked by Scratch. Rather than running from it, she's beginning to use those terrifying encounters as inspiration for her photography and art.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it.
Yeah,
edit
okay.
it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness.
Saga Anderson.
I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Fucking hell. In a complete panic, Alan tries to rewrite the draft. These are the drafts of the manuscripts Saga is finding in reality. Some lines are crossed out and written by hand. This is Alan trying to adjust the story. However, he doesn't get the chance. Scratch arrives in the form of Alan and kills him before he can finish the rewrites. Third time's the charm, they say. We dive into the largest and most complicated sequence of Saga's story so far. The FBC have taken over her investigation, Alan is detained, and Alex Casey has gone missing, likely taken by the Dark Presence. So what's next? Saga's goal is to speak with Tor and Odin to get an understanding on how this clicker works. During a call between the two, Tor becomes distressed at the nursing home, forcing Saga to investigate.
Oh, fuck! Fuck you, you fucking hag! Fuck!
The nursing home is a super creepy location with many floors and a well-being center. That'll be fun. We chat with Rose again from the beginning of the game. She works as the cafe owner and the nursing home worker. While being extremely cryptic with her words, she rubs Saga the wrong way as we gather clues into what happened to Tor as he's gone missing. Looks like we're at a dead end until we profile Odin.
He's in no shape to talk. Odin's in rough shape. What happened to him?
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water. We have our little tricks. And so do you.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest.
They have the same power as us.
And you're back just in time. The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak. You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here.
See, when profiling people, as I mentioned earlier, we simply read their minds and discover the truth. But when Saga profiles Odin to get information, Odin is able to communicate back to Saga, having a conversation within their mind place. It's here where Saga truly understands that Tor and Odin are her real family, each with their own mind place ability. This ability runs in the family across generations. Odin informs Saga that Tor is in danger, and he's been led into the dark place by Cynthia Weaver, a previous character from the first Alan Wake game. Cynthia was once a Lady of the Light, someone from reality who was an aide of another character named Thomas Zane. Thomas was stuck in the dark place before Alan arrived. Anyway, based on reading journal entries and previous articles, Cynthia actually lost the lamp that kept her safe from the dark presence as it was seeping into Bright Falls. It's not fully mentioned, but this lamp that Cynthia was missing was the one that Alan was using in the dark place. How he did get that will be told eventually.
This will put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Sorry?
With no sense of up or down.
She's one of them.
Watch out. Her puddles. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Right.
Thanks.
Thanks. That lady is a walking red flag.
Yeah, tell me about it. Anyway, we follow Cynthia and Tor into a creepy well-being center to further investigate what's happening. Here we get a new weapon, the rifle, and honestly, any rifle in a video game is fantastic to have. Finally, making our way outside, Tor is taken into the overlap by Cynthia, forcing Saga to do what she does best, find a way to help Tor and get into the overlap.
Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you. This kind of behavior is not okay.
So she's aware? Now, here is where we learn a lot about Rose. Turns out, she's Alan Wake's #1 fan, and his Lady of the Light. It was Rose who was placing the Alex Casey lunchboxes around for Saga to find. While not fully clear, it's believed that Rose was the one who stole the lamp from Cynthia and placed it into the shoebox for Alan to find and use in the dark place. This is all just a theory though, I don't believe it's fully been confirmed, but amongst fans, it makes too much sense. And I remembered that Cynthia was a Lady of the Light from Alan Wake 1, was the one protecting the town of Bright Falls against the Dark Presence. Seems like an Alan Wake 2 between Alan Wake 1 and 2. She's lost the power, she lost the lamp, the Dark Presence came and took her. This time the item required to open the overlap is a vinyl. This vinyl was created by Tor and Odin's band, with the song about apologizing to Saga's mother, Freya. Great. I didn't get this ready. Oops. Actually, no, don't reload. Don't reload. Okay. Anger's remorse. Here we go. Here we are. This battle against Cynthia was a bit tedious and awkward as the rest. We locate the generator, turn on the lights, then fight Cynthia.
I can't see a goddamn thing.
So it switches on.
Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Ow. Trying to do too much. Trying to do too much. Go, 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 run! Alright, hold on. Come on! Oh, how do you mean to... Ah. Am I missing something here? Okay. Come on, Cynthia. You get a weak spot, come on. Woo. Woo. Far out. That was a bit annoying, that one.
Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Where are you? Is this coming from the dark place when you were still trapped? I have the clicker. We can finish this.
We got the clicker. You can help. You must find it.
I already have it. I can get it to you.
With Cynthia defeated, we don't gain any items like before, but we gain a lot of lore thanks to Tor. It's time for Lore with Tor.
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lie.
My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts.
I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. I know Freya is gone. So I need to apologize to you. I am sorry, Saga.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember.
I see.
It all matches. Mom wouldn't talk about my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past.
The clicker.
I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
And am. Get your guitar roaring and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom.
Meaning Wake.
Meaning Wake. He needs to rewrite the story first. I can't stop the horror story without him.
Returning as Alan for the final time before the endgame, the mood seriously shifts when returning to the late night show. Mr. Door is quite angry. He details how he's had fun, but it's over now. He also details how someone close to him was brought into this.
And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this.
Oh.
You keep opening doors.
I didn't know that. The theory is Mr. Door is Saga's father. That line there almost confirms it or really dives into that theory, unless there's someone else we just don't think of. I'm missing, but I'm pretty sure the theory is that he is Sargas's father. Yes, a big theory is that Saga is the daughter of Warland Door. The fact that she never knew her father, and he was the main reason for Saga's mother's falling out with her grandfather, Tor, but that's just a theory. A game theory. The final mission for Alan to complete is one last draft of Initiation, this time in a theatre. Following Alex Casey once again, the story is about the cult showing Thomas Zane's film Nightless Nights, which is a collaboration piece between Scratch and Thomas Zane. This gameplay is similar to the rest, with more complex level design, like collecting light from one place, walking to its open location, and placing the light back to gain access to a door. Aha, I see. I see now. I see now. Here. Then I'll take it away. Now I'm in here. Coffee World. Oh, wow.
The mask was the key.
This is when I did that. But yeah, I did that before. It's here when I remembered that Alan's story is non-linear to Saga's. She obtains the mask in her second mission, when Alan finds the mask in his third mission. We conclude this as Alan receives another phone call from the booth, telling Alan to retrieve a set of photos from the shoebox, back at the basement of the night show. We do this, place them into another shoebox at the entrance of Parliament Tower, and then from here, the game focuses and returns to Saga. On our journey back to Bright Falls, we find another cult stash and gain a trophy. Hang on, wait, no, that's not right. Holy shit. We got a trophy! Wait, we actually got a trophy in the trophy hunt video. Oh, what did I get? In one go, defeat an enemy with a single shot from the crossbow. God damn, I didn't even know that was a trophy. Anyway, Saga's endgame begins as we arrive at the sheriff's station in town to find chaos. Speaking with the wounded Estevez and turning the power back on, we are able to find Casey and speak with Alan, who's in a cell. We inform Alan that we have the clicker and can finally make all of this go away. But, of course, that doesn't go to plan.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Here we go.
Give it to him. He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy you.
Oh. Scratch.
He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked.
Turns out Alan was the dark presence this whole time, becoming itself the moment it knew Saga had the clicker. I'll be honest, during my first playthrough, I could see this coming from a mile away. The fact that Alan awoke with dead bodies and blood everywhere back in chapter 4 with no knowledge was the biggest piece of this theory that the dark presence was him. Anyway, from here, we're calling him Dark Alan. Dark Alan kills Jacko and brings us to a boss battle. Missed. All we need to do is turn on 3 power cubes which shine bright lights to the center. This stops Dark Alan in his tracks.
God damn.
Scratcher's here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
God damn.
The good news is that Saga still has the clicker and Alex Casey is safe, so that's a positive. Bad news is that the Alan we thought was Alan was never Alan this whole time. It was the Dark Presence. So where's the real Alan? Here we take this moment to gather ourselves and come up with a final plan. Saga discovers, thanks to Tor and Odin, that the clicker can be used on any form of art. Writing is one form, but other forms of art include painting, poetry, dancing, and even music. Here in the game is the point of no return. We play as Saga and Alan separately one last time in a final effort to bring reality back to normal and stop the Dark Presence.
But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves?
I was about to say that, yeah.
Exactly. We protect Water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Starting with Saga, the goal is to bring back the real Alan from the Dark Place. Our understanding is that the Alan that returned back in Chapter 2 was actually the Dark Presence, not the real Alan Wake. The goal here is to use Tor and Odin's band, the Old Gods of Asgard, to play a song to summon the real Alan back.
Tor, I need the Old Gods of Asgard. I need a very special song.
Saga will then use the clicker to bring Wake home.
Anderson, we've set up control center up here overlooking the area.
Anderson, I can drop more gear down for you if you're running low.
I'll use the lights to hit the Taken when they come. Light them up for you.
3! This song goes out to our favorite tortured writer. Let these sweet tunes guide you out of the darkness. It's called Dark Ocean Summoning.
Fuck yeah.
Making me look bad in front of Saga, bro. Let's try that again.
Here we go. Fuck yeah. I gotta survive the ritual, alright? Does it come out of the ocean? Must come out of the lake.
Taken incoming, Anderson. I'll blast him with the light.
This battle happens in multiple waves as Taken approach to stop the music, but Saga has to do all the heavy work for some reason.
Ah! God damn it, there's so many! No, 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 no! Yeah, I see that, but I can't see anything. Oh. Okay.
The power of rock and roll.
worked. Sort of.
What happened? Why didn't it work?
I did everything right.
Here we see Alan on the beach for a moment. Then he vanishes. What happened? Okay, so you thought the story was crazy? How about bonkers? So, the moment Saga used the clicker, Alan did return to reality from the dark place, but not at that moment in time. See, when we saw Alan at the beginning of the game, this was due to Saga using the clicker in the future, at this point right now. Alan returned to reality at a different moment in time, so it confirms that the dark Alan was actually the real Alan, just taken over by the dark presence. To be honest, this was kind of obvious, but just act shocked, alright? Now with this realization, we return to Alan's point in the story and his endgame. We head to Parliament Tower one last time. He realizes he's closer to home than ever before, to then find out Alice has unalived herself. After all this time and the torment from Scratch, Alice could not take it anymore. We see in this final, very unsettling series of photographs that she's jumping off a cliff.
Alice was dead. Scratch tortured her until she couldn't stand it anymore. Until she broke. And all that time, she thought it was me. Scratch was still here. He hadn't escaped the dark place yet. He was scratching my edits out of return.
That's what we saw at the beginning.
However, both the player and Alan realize we've seen this before. Last time we were Alan who got shot. This time we were Alan who took the shot.
This was not Scratch. This was me.
With this, Alan realizes he's defeated. It was him who stopped his writing. It was him who was tormenting Alice, never Scratch. Alan gives up. In doing so, the dark presence finds the perfect moment to take over Alan. Then, Alan fades out the dark place, which is the moment we saw him arriving at the beach after Saga found him in Chapter 2, technically at the same time when she used the clicker. Yeah, I know, you get it? You get it?
We did bring Wake back from the dark place.
Yep.
With the song and the clicker.
But it wasn't this moment.
He didn't end up here now. He landed on the shore after I faced Nightingale in the overlap.
Trippy as fuck.
Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! He got out with my face! Scratch!
That night I found Wake here. He appeared because of this. The summoning. That was Wake. Scratch wasn't pretending to be Wake.
It was Wake.
They're the same person.
He's here! Scratch! Watch out, Anderson!
Estevez?
Yeah.
Scratch is Wake with the dark presence inside him. He wants the clicker.
Change of plan.
I'll lure him to the cell. When we're inside, lock it and blast it with all you got.
Similar to the previous fight, we turned multiple lights in the direction of this container cell.
With gunfire for me to get the light on him.
On it!
Ah, goddammit.
Now!
Got him. Your shot, Anderson, with the lights. Lights are out.
I'll get it running. Just be ready.
Come on, come on. Ah.
Power is out. Coming for you.
Look out, Anderson!
Estevez, Casey, now!
That's it. Fucking hell.
I'm sorry.
Wake? Is it you?
I'm so sorry.
Did it work?
Oh no.
Casey?
Casey. Scratch. Don't let him.
God damn.
Alan is finally himself, but Casey has become the Dark Presence. When Casey went missing back in Chapter 4, it turns out the Dark Presence was preparing Casey for this exact moment, to swap bodies. So Dark Casey, and technically the Dark Presence, has the clicker, it's thrown Saga into the lake, and then can use the clicker once and for all.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but it's official. DEERFEST is canceled. Today, Bright Falls feels a little less bright.
Far out.
In a moment of loss, Alan knows he's the only one who could potentially stop the Dark Presence.
I was awake again, clear-headed for the first time in what felt like a lifetime. I was back exactly where I left. A dark forest outside Bright Falls. A gun in one hand, a flashlight in the other. Haunted by my own writing. If Scratch had brought the dark place here, this would take me back inside.
Yeah.
In 2010, I dived in, a leap of faith for Alice, with no idea that the cost would be a nightmare worse than death. It had taken me 13 years to get out. Now Alice was dead, because of me. And I was gonna make that leap again, this time knowing the cost all too well. To look at it, I had brought the dark place here with me. I never had gotten out. Maybe after this I finally could. It was a fool's hope. I had no choice. I had to do it. That didn't make me any less terrified. Fuck it.
Ooh, beautiful.
He returns to the Dark Place once again to find the Bright Falls DEERFEST happening. The Dark Presence has created a never-ending DEERFEST as it slowly takes over reality. Alan's plan is to find a copy of Return, add an additional chapter to the end, and use the clicker. However, he's stuck. He wants to write the best ending he can, allowing reality to return to normal and hopefully write himself and Saga now out of the Dark Place. Additionally, he also needs the clicker to make all of this permanent. That's where Saga comes in. Saga, meanwhile, is also in the Dark Place. She begins to fight her own demons after arriving in the Dark Place for the first time. Instead of her physical self instantly going to New York or a different area of the Dark Place, her mind place is attacked by the Dark Presence, causing doubts and confusion towards herself, her decisions, her family, and her life. The battle is lost until Saga remembers this is her mind place, allowing her to think of all the good memories and complete the case board to escape her mind. Succeeding with her mind place escape, Saga turns up in New York. We receive a phone call like Alan, but this time from a woman. This guides us to obtain the two photographs Alan originally placed back in Chapter 8, but this time they're physical pieces. The clicker again, and a bullet of light. We catch up with Sheriff Breaker. Last time Saga saw him was Chapter 1 when he vanished. Then we communicate to Alan by the mind place, as he's in a different region of the Dark Place. They communicate to try and figure out the best ending that involves the consequence but defeats the Dark Presence and rewrites the ending. As a live action final cutscene, Saga arrives in the writer's room with Alan, clicker in hand and the bullet of light. Alan hands her the final chapter, then Dark Casey arrives.
A white, searing light of truth that for a flash pierces the shadows and reveals the hidden horror. And in that moment of silence, the whispered message finally heard.
Come on, you motherfucker! Come on!
What if there's nothing waiting to be revealed? The play of shadows fool us all, subterfuge to get our price of admission. Darkness not as a monster, but as emptiness. We're none the wiser. No answers, no truths. The hero turns to look inside, is destroyed by what he sees, and is redeemed. Saga said we're both heroes. I'll pay that price. So will she. We are here to kill the monster. I pray nothing comes after this. Nothing but sleep. This is how we win. Is it too easy? What if this is still the dark place? Another dream to wake up from, always coming back to the beginning. The memory of what came before burned away by this terrible realization. Maybe it's a mercy, forgetting. To know nothing when we loop around, back to the...
From this moment, Alan dies. The Dark Presence is hopefully defeated as well, and the story possibly rewritten. Saga proceeds to call Logan, who previously had not answered.
Anderson.
Oh. In a crazy and ambiguous ending, it's unclear whether the plan worked. Did the Dark Presence get defeated? Did the chapter change the work? Is Logan alive? Did reality change back to normal? How did the clicker in this bullet of light appear so conveniently? Will we ever know? Well, we sort of do. You see, in a post-credit scene, it's revealed that Alice never died. She actually returned to the Dark Place to help Alan escape. Her suicide was a pivotal moment for Alan and his escape. While he did eventually return to save Saga, it's a step in the right direction because it's not a loop, it's a spiral.
I think we're getting close.
Okay. Okay, so this is why I remember this part.
It's a spiral.
It's a spiral.
Alan was able to see moments on repeat throughout his journey, but they were never the same or from the same perspective, confirming that this isn't a loop, but a continuing spiral of events, moments, and actions. Additionally, in the final draft New Game Plus mode of Alan Wake 2, it sort of acts as if these moments of the game have already happened, like a rewrite of the story. Moments throughout the game are adjusted, but not too much. However, it's the ending that's the biggest change.
Logan? Logan, are you all right?
I had a terrible nightmare. Can you come home, Mom?
Oh, baby. It's over now. You're all right. I'm here. I'm on my way home. I love you. She's all right.
The ending worked. Scratch is gone.
At last.
Thank you, my love. And so I return. With me I bear the torch of knowledge, the light, the miracle illuminated, the master of two worlds. No, the master of many worlds.
Alan is shot, and Saga calls Logan just like the original ending. However, Logan does pick up. Alan then awakes and the Dark Presence is seemingly gone, and is able to ascend thanks to Alice. He confirms that he is the master of many worlds, and we conclude with that. Look, I'm actually unsure what that really means, but those questions haven't been answered yet, and I'm sure they're going to be doing a sequel. Anyway, the story is done. There are so many small moments and details I did not go into, like how was Saga able to obtain the clicker and bullet of light? Who was Mr. Door? What happened to Tim Breaker? Tom Zane's part in the story? Did Alan and Saga truly escape the Dark Place? Either of these questions are not important to the main story, or they're never answered. Anyway, if I wanted to answer all of them, this video will never end. At the time of recording, Control Resonant is not out yet, but that game could answer a few questions. We never know. Anyway, I do seriously recommend playing this game. It's an absolute adventure. Now, onto the DLCs. The DLCs are thankfully somewhat linear with their stories and much more simplified than the main game. Released a few months after Alan Wake 2, Remedy dropped 2 expansions for the game, Night Springs and the Lake House. Each providing their own unique twist and story to the lore, I decided to begin with Night Springs. Unlike the main game, I'm sure you'll be happy to hear that I have not played any of these DLCs yet. I know absolutely nothing about these stories. I began Night Springs by purely playing through the story. Being my first time experiencing these, I wanted to get some genuine reactions. Constructed into 3 Twilight Zone-like episodes, this DLC doesn't provide anything towards the story, but gives an insight into what Alan is able to achieve within the dark place as he writes, and what can happen if he adjusts the story and the genre. We have a handful of fairly easy trophies to obtain. None of these go towards the platinum, but I wanted to 100% the trophy collection, meaning these DLCs were required. In episode 1, we play as Rose, the coffee diner owner, and how she is called into action to save Alan from his twin brother. We begin her story in the diner until she gets word that her #1 hero, Alan Wake, is in danger.
It's me, your favorite writer whose voice you would recognize in your sleep. I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan, you're the only one who can save me.
Oh my gosh! Don't worry, I'm on my way.
Oh,
my beloved writer
God.
was in terrible danger, and I had to rescue him.
This storyline was really unique and really fun. A great change of pace to the whole dark storyline of the original game.
Nope, not that part of the kitchen.
My accessories.
What the
Everything
fuck?
a girl needed to claim victory.
I
in
did
a
not
battle
see this
for
coming.
love.
Oh, what in the John Wick? This is sick. That's so fucking funny. Rifle, accessorize. Take the accessories from the kitchen.
Deadly. And
All right.
looks good doing it. This was my moment.
Oh my
chance
God.
to save the writer and make him realize how much he needed me. And if that's not love, I don't know what is.
Oh, the boatyard here. 1 waitress plus 1 rider equals forever. Yeah, right.
I was leaving my old life behind, like a body left to sink in a lake so no one
Oh,
finds
this
it.
is so funny.
Nothing would get between me and my future with the writer.
Oh, okay. That was anticlimactic. Never mind.
Who are you? And why do you
Is it
look
Thomas
like
Zane?
a slightly less handsome version of my writer?
Oh, don't you ever compare me to that worthless hack. Sure, I may be his wild and rebellious estranged twin brother, but
Twin brother.
we can't all be perfect.
I have a shotgun.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I gotta... Wait, that's a real shotgun? Okay, I admit that's I didn't expect that.
Yeah, fucking neither did I.
But it doesn't matter. You can't stop all of us.
Only a monster could be
my
blind
God.
to the poignance of my writer's books.
Ow. Fully upgrade by holding down. Okay.
Me and my
Probably just only had to walk up here.
I knew you, my #1 fan.
What is
would
going
never
on?
Fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise. You're the only one who can save me.
My writer.
Hey, I can listen to him all day. Listen to all the writer's messages.
This storyline ends with Rose taking on the twin Alan, defeating him and saving her true love.
I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Give me a second. Ow.
And there he was. After all the fighting, we were finally alone. Together. Our love was written in the stars.
What's gonna happen?
And so we danced like two
Nothing's gonna happen.
planets that would eventually crash into each other in a dazzling display of of flames.
She's covered in blood too.
And other planet stuff. He told me all the sweet things I'd been waiting a lifetime to hear. I saw myself reflected in his eyes. I would always be at his side to inspire and protect him. He needed me now and forever. After all, I am his #1 fan.
Hey, love always wins. Complete episode 1, #1 fan.
Episode 2 was my favorite of the 3.
There's no helping it. The universe
Oh!
is much deeper and weirder than people know. My brother and I know. We've seen it. We've seen you.
Wait, this is...
But there are some people, an agency, that doesn't want anyone knowing more than what they see.
Oh, I did not know Jesse was in this.
And have been chasing me my whole life. But I can't keep running.
Polaris Jesse? I did not know Jesse was in Night Springs.
Playing as Jesse Faden from the Control games was set in Coffee World as we solved multiple puzzles to get access into a warehouse. This was the first time I'd played Jesse since my platinum hunt of Control, so returning as her was extremely rewarding. We catch up with Sheriff Breaker, who informs us to avoid the coffee in the area and solve multiple puzzles and finally gain access into the warehouse.
Yes.
Dark as the void. Solve the...
487.
Nice. Smooth blend. In 2 tries or less, enter the warehouse office without being caught. Huh. Shit, alright, that works out well.
This isn't the government.
Is it Alan? Yeah.
Hello, sister. I would like to tell you
Huh.
the truth.
That was cool. You are coffee. Complete North Star.
Now the final one. Episode 3 was absolutely wild. We play Sheriff Breaker this time in an extremely meta universe. For context behind the developers Remedy, back in 2016 they created a game called Quantum Break, with the lead actor being the actor who plays Sheriff Breaker. Remedy don't actually own the rights to Quantum Break, but has seemingly tried their best to create the concept of it within episode 3 of Night Springs, without a copyright infringement of course. This storyline follows Tim Breaker as we hop between different multiverses and avoid our enemy Mr. Door. Beginning as an actor playing his true self, being directed by Remedy's head of everything, Sam Lake, the story then becomes extremely wild.
Oh, is that Sam Lake directing him?
We transition from standard gameplay to a comic book world, then a computer-generated world by text only.
There's no way this was real.
This page here. Read the screenplay in the green room.
What is it?
Fuck yeah. Ride the vortex. Travel in new reality. Oh, that's cool. Where's this gonna take me now? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell? No. Oh my god, are we a comic book? Oh, yes! Okay, so it's just... I didn't know if I had to get to a door or something. Retro! Survive the arcade game. We're back.
Brought to the very edge of the multiverse.
This one, like the others, finishes with Breaker finding a spiral door, locating Alan Wake. We then finish up Night Springs doing some minor cleanup.
That's pretty cool. I wonder if there's different endings to that one though. Because it felt like there was going to be different endings. It was an agent. Complete episode 3.
One trophy that was a pain in the ass though was during episode 1, where we had to kill at least 3 enemies in one shot by using an explosive. What was frustrating about this is that if I failed it, I had to reload the save back to the beginning of this episode. This part of episode 1 was the best location to get this trophy, as you only get 2 explosive extinguishers for the entire run. This did take multiple attempts, but we got there eventually.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, I missed. I missed. Fucking hell, this is annoying. That's it. Defeat 3 haters at once. That's what we needed. Oh, that was it. Solve all stashes. Oh, because I already did technically 1, I think.
Now we reach the lake house. Spoiler alert, but this was one of my favorite DLCs I'd played in a long time. Don't worry, I'll play Blood and Wine soon.
I have not played this at all. Zero. I know nothing about this. All I know is that we play as Estevez, and I don't know what else.
Following Agent Estevez before she arrived at Bright Falls and captures Alan Wake, she takes a pit stop to the Lake House, an experimental facility at the edge of Cauldron Lake that is being run by 2 FBC agents, Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. Yes, they're husband and wife. As we arrive, we see on a screen that the 2 partners do not seemingly get along well.
Always remember the 3 S's: safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
I was going to say C, yeah.
That is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid, wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Yeah, that seems healthy.
Which is extremely important for the whole context of this DLC. More on that later. We gain access to the lift and make our way down to the lower floors, which we discover has been abandoned. This is where I found that Remedy had cranked up the horror element of this game in the DLC.
Oh, fantastic.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected in sublevel 5.
Oh, fuck off.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility
Going dark.
now.
Whoa. What?
Belay that order.
Shit. A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside.
Investigate the lake house and leave the facility? Huh? Okay. So I can just...
Where's the fucking elevator?
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah. What in the... Oh, painting. They did mention painting on one of the
Priority 1,
notes.
get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, they're not smart? What the fuck was that?
Some subject was called Subject P with paint, like some painting ability, and they were saying that it was all good, there wasn't really a threat. It was looking like a fucking threat right now, eh?
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
What? Oh, that there. Yeah, interesting. Fault in the system. I'm guessing it's use the power cord to restore the backup power. Right, so this is all happened
The
technically
Lake House's
before.
research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold.
Yeah.
Playing with paranatural forces. It never goes well, Saga.
During the events of Control, the FBC's headquarters, the oldest house, has been under lockdown for over 4 years. If you're wondering what caused that, I've already covered the entire story in my Control Platinum Hunt video, so definitely check that out. With all communication to HQ completely cut off, the staff stationed at the lake house were completely isolated. Rather than simply maintaining containment around Cauldron Lake, the facility's directors Jules and Diana Marmont became increasingly obsessed with harnessing the lake's reality-altering powers. Their research pushed far beyond the Bureau's original mission, crossing ethical lines in pursuit of scientific breakthroughs. As you explore the facility, countless documents reveal growing concern among the employees. Many begin questioning the Marmont's leadership, describing their methods as cruel, reckless, and increasingly detached from the Bureau's purpose. By the time we arrive, it's clear the lake house isn't just another FBC research station, it's become the product of unchecked ambition, isolation, and obsession.
Oh my god. What the fuck is that? What in the alien? Shit. Fucking hell. Ah! Jesus. Ah! I haven't shat myself that bad in a very long time. Oh my god. Okay, this is where we need to go.
Fuck were those things?
Yeah. The fuck was that? Okay, let's go level 2.
Okay, deep breaths.
Okay. Alright, so we gotta find access card 2 to get that weapon.
Please hold.
What is that? The anger.
You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 painting shoes corrode.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Eyes and hands and
You need to cease all hostility right now.
Holy fuck. Can I? Oh, okay, never mind, that's why.
From here, we slowly understand that the two doctors separated their research sectors due to their disagreement in their works. Mrs. Marmont wanted to focus on the pages written by Wake to try and recreate them and tell her own story within reality, while Mr. Marmont wanted to dive deeper into the idea that other forms of art can be used to change reality. One of those forms of art being painting. We explore 2 floors, each owned by the agents.
God damn.
Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower. Huh. Back where I started.
Yeah.
Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3.
What, the hiss?
Shadow is here. Good thing I brought a flashlight. Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Tell me about it. Oh, this is here. I see. Oh, here we go.
You and I have some work to do there. You said Marmonts before. Do they
Read
do
it
this?
in a file.
Where are they now? Tell me where they are. Christ. A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this.
Hello. Fucking hell. Miss. I knew he was there too, and it still kind of got me.
And there.
There we go. Here we go.
Lockdown lifted.
Holy shit. Holy shit, there's so many. Ah! That'll get all of them. Come on. Why are you not? Come on. Holy shit.
With that access card, we return to the first floor to unlock a weapon to allow us to defeat the painting creatures.
Hey, trial and error. Find the Black Rock launcher. Here we go.
Sub-level 1.
Ah, you fucking bastard.
Jesus.
Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck off. Seriously? Where's my weapon? Where's my weapon? Where's my weapon? Where'd it go? Oh my god. Let me just... Oh, I've actually got to equip it like that.
Then we move into the next floor that provides us more context to what happened. We learn that a painter from Bright Falls was used as a test subject within the lake house. The Marmonts slowly forced the painter under more and more stress to see what the dark place could do. With this painter under immense pressure, he decides to paint one final piece of art with his own blood, which sets off this chain reaction for the dark presence to take over. However, as we get to this point, I decided to take a pit stop. One of the floors that caught my eye was floor 4. I realized the game did not make this a compulsory floor to access, as after floors 1 to 3, you just need to make your way down to floor 5, skipping floor 4. So I assumed that floor 4 would be a place for a trophy or two. Upon entering the floor, a maze appears, forcing us to traverse it and take on many enemies.
Fuck's sake. Fucking hell. Jesus.
Finally getting out of that maze, we access the office to one of the Marmont agents.
Hard work. Solve all the passwords for locked computers. Ah, I didn't realize that was a trophy.
2 hours later.
I am very confused. How do you get out of sub-level 4? I don't know. How do I get out of here? What do I do next? Nothing's there, so I can't get out of this facility. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't see this here this whole time. Oh, that's all it was. I have to turn the lights on or off. Fuck's sake. Floor by floor. Read the FBC files and documents. Oh. Did I read them all? Or was it a certain percentage?
Here we complete a minor puzzle, then get access to the Ocean View Motel.
Rules of 3.
Quick lesson on light switch cords. If you find one, pull it 3 times.
2. We know how this works. Ooh.
The Ocean View Motel is a dimensional intersection.
Yeah.
The doors from the lobby can lead anywhere. But I didn't end up in the lobby this time, which was definitely unusual.
You see, the Ocean View Motel is a mysterious place of power that exists outside the normal laws of reality. Acting like a dream-like crossroads between these worlds, it can only be accessed by pulling a light switch cord 3 times. Rather than just being another location, the motel serves as a supernatural gateway, allowing individuals from the FBC to bypass blocked areas and reach places that would otherwise be impossible to access. We make our way through the motel to discover something I did not expect.
Panopticon? But the Panopticon is at headquarters.
Is this a control resonant? Yeah.
I'm Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. Identify yourself.
It's quiet.
Who are you?
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
This is an FBC containment unit. Why is the Bureau detaining you?
I'm where I belong.
There's a sign over there for the Panopticon. The Panopticon's only in New York, in HQ. Is this the oldest house?
I think that's where I am.
So you are inside the oldest house. Is anyone else alive?
I can't.
This is a waste of time. Hey, this is important. FBC headquarters went dark 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
What exactly happened in there?
2019.
We were attacked.
Of course, 2019 is when it went dark.
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
This is so intriguing.
What attacked the oldest house? I need to know.
Something's changing. Outside. Can you feel it? I can hear it. It's getting worse. You can't stay, can you?
Hold on. I need to know if I can.
Tell Jesse I tried. I really did.
Oh my god. Oh, this is control resonant? Oh! Murder and victim? Speak with Dylan.
Wrong somehow.
They revealed, they teased Control Resonant back in 2023. I can't wait for Control Resonant now. I'm so excited. Holy shit. Excitement level just went from a 10 to a fucking 100.
We finally make our way down to the basement floor of the lab. Mrs. Marmont, now a taken, kills Mr. Marmont, leading us to a boss battle.
The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced, it was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
But Where's... Oh, there she is. Out of there. Oh, no. Is she taken as well? She is. But because they're against each other... Fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell.
Typical fucking Mormons.
Like the others, this was a little bit tedious and awkward, but by continuously running around, we were able to defeat Marmont and stop the painting from taking over the lake house entirely. Ow, ow, ow. Yes! Alright.
I know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolph Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again. The Marmonts are dead. I don't know if that's any sort of consolation, but it's done. I have to shut this threshold down before it fractures.
Ah. She's in a threshold too? It's Alan Wake writing. Does him typing.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koskela, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story
oh, that's trippy.
She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the Threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment,
her team's alive
I was
still?
somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there.
Yeah.
You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous.
Wow, so Alan wrote in for him to get captured.
This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmonts were monsters way before the Shadow got to them.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
Wow. That was an absolute unreal DLC. That was so good. Wowee. Looking for release. Complete the lake house. Far out. That was so good. Now for cleanup. Time to clean up the lake house and go through all that nightmare again.
The last few trophies included a few collectibles to grab and one painful trophy that required us to use the black rock weapon on a painted creature before it left the wall.
Yes!
Finally!
Pull the painting out. Defeat a painted enemy before it leaves the wall. Hey, wells of color. Stun a painted enemy with a flashbang. There we go. Less carrot, more stick. Defeat one of each enemy in the lake house with the black rock launcher. That is all of the lake house trophies done. Now we're on to the final cleanup of Alan Wake.
With the DLCs cleaned up, we return to the main story to completely collect these trophies and obtain the platinum.
Didn't realize that one was there.
Huh.
Bingo. That was one out of all that. Cool. That's all of them there. Wonderful. That is all the lunch boxes in Cauldron Lake. What the? Ah, extra slot. Man, I wish I had that earlier. Wonderful. All right, that is all the cult stashes and lunch boxes in Bright Falls. Hey, coffee themed fun. Shoot Mr. Drippy or any other cardboard cutout.
Another one of those cult boxes.
Escape!
I got 5, I didn't realize. Got him. Yeah, that's right. I remember there was 2 of them.
Alex Casey lunchbox?
Can't believe I missed this one. Hey, hidden by the trees. Find all cult stashes and lunch boxes.
That's it. Okay.
There it is, the FBC. It's pretty easy to, that's easy to miss. How do you do that?
Witchfinder's Station.
Property of the
I've been there
Referee
before.
Control.
Worth checking out.
Yeah, I know. I'll find you. Find all nursery rhyme dolls. At the house? Yep. Here we go. I'm gonna write this down.
2,000 years later.
Missed one. But yeah, this one was actually tricky. He's a trickster. And then child. Shift in reality. Complete all nursery rhyme puzzles.
What the?
All smiles. Fully upgrade a single weapon. Alright, so we're just looking at the charms. I'm just going through the ones I do have already. So I've got the deer charm. Coffee world token. You got that? Coffee world token. Yep. Check.
And then we complete the trophy hunt in the best way possible.
Okay, here we go.
Oh. Hello, Mary.
Nice things in life.
Nice to meet you.
Rustic charm. Platinum trophy. Let's actually go. I don't know why the trophy never appeared there properly, but there we go. The platinum trophy has officially been obtained for Alan Wake 2. Thank you so much for joining me on this absolute monster of a quest for game. I absolutely adore this game. I love this lore and world that Remedy have built. I do hope everyone has enjoyed me detailing not only the story but the lore of this world. I am so excited for Control Resonant. That will be the next platinum that we will be obtaining. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you seriously have enjoyed this.
There you have it. We officially have the platinum for Alan Wake 2. I know this video ended up being a long one, so thanks for sticking with me. I really wanted to dive into the incredible lore that Remedy have built across this universe. With Control Resonant just around the corner, it felt like the perfect time to explore these characters and their stories, especially since I have a feeling many of them might play a role into what's coming next. As for Alan Wake 2, I absolutely love this game. The atmosphere, the unsettling environments, and the constant sense of mystery made it into one of the most memorable games I've played. Remedy deserve a huge amount of credit for creating such a unique and interconnected world. That's all from me now. Control Resonant is around the corner and I will be platinum hunting that game, so I'm hoping you're excited for that one. All of that will be streamed live on Twitch. If you want to follow along and dive even deeper with me into Remedy's universe, I would love to see you there. That's all from me now, and I hope to see you in the next one.